Hey, and what's going on, everybody? Welcome to, I would almost say the American Truck Sim, but no, welcome to Full Tilt Farms Breaking Ground here with Seasons Mod here on Farming Simulator 17. This has been quite the experience getting this back and ready. I feel like a total noob again. I've been out of the farm sim just world here. I've had a break. It's been nice, but I'm ready to kind of get back and do some new things, experience some of these new mods. So it's so great. I will really quick here. I want to introduce two of my good buddies here, Mr. Nick T. You guys know him from a lot of the Rat Pack. He sets up a lot of the Rat Pack server stuff, especially for live streams. That's kind of his claim to fame. So welcome, Nick. Glad you're here, buddy.
Yeah.
Yeah, all right. Well, there. Thank you, man. Thank you for coming.
Yeah,
Appreciate
I'm really glad to be here with you, man.
Well, good, man. I'm glad to have you. So, yes, and what is up, Mr. Ryan? You guys know him as Mr. Ryan the Schleicher there in chat. It's always a great mod. So, welcome, Ryan. This will be his kind of first kind of real debut here on the PC side. So, welcome to you, buddy.
What?
Well, first time on my farm.
Oh, yes, your phone.
Yes, my farm. Yeah, well, you've done some stuff there with Full Tilt Sawmill, so that's awesome. Glad you guys are here. So you guys may be wondering what in the world are you going to do? What's this season? What's the progressive map? I'm going to get to some shout-outs here in chat. So you guys make sure that you tell me, hey, when you come in, please let me know what's going on and how, especially how you're liking this. I know some of you guys are from ATS, so I'm thankful that you guys decided to come over and try out a farm sim series. I hope you enjoy it. It's the same thing. It's just the traffic doesn't move quite as fast. But anyway, today, so we're going to do a progressive farm sim series. We'll just call this Full Tilt Farms. Today is one of our Breaking Ground episodes. So we are on Farmtown version 3. As you can see here on our map pulled up, well, the chat's there a little bit anyway. We're going to see a few different things. Farm 3, we're going to go right down the center, check out Farm 2, then our main farm there, Farm 1, which is going to have a lot of our cows, the sheep are down there, and then we're going to see just some of the back roads. It's going to lead to some of the fields that we've decided to really work on and see if we can't get some, just give you guys an idea how beautiful this map is. I absolutely fell in love with this map. We were doing something that was a little more on the American side, and then we saw this map, and Nick was like, dude, FTG, you got to check this out. So we opened the map up. We went through everything. It's got seasons in it. So if you're looking at seasons, we'll start in explaining a little bit more of that once we get to actually what we're going to do today. So let's do a little bit of a map to where these guys are going to follow me down. We have got a fuel pump truck, which is a slash, an all-around fixture. This thing's got everything, so customized vehicles and everything here. It's on the back of the 3500 here with the work truck. We're going to go put some fuel in this thing. We're going to cap it off so that way we'll have something there field ready if we need it. We're trying to keep this as realistic as possible. So some of you guys have said, hey man, quit modding just tons and tons of money in there and just checking all this stuff out. Just get back to basics, get back to the realism of farming. And I'm listening. So this is your chance, guys, to say, see, I told you, this is doing great. This is great stuff. So thank you guys. So let me do some shout outs here and let's get started with it. I don't want to waste any more time. So what's up, Blue Type? How are you, man? Brian Wack, what is up? Mr. Tyson Fields, Darren Montana, good to see you guys. Drop a cookie in my early. No, you're right on time, man. It's good to see you, Matthew Gould. What is up? Finally, Farm Sim gameplay. What is going on, Matt? Hope you enjoy it, man. Rendon, thank you, man. Appreciate the streams. Thank you. That means a lot, man. Chuck, what is up? And I have to say, too, we tried to get Chuck in here. We were having some kind of a weird connection issue where he just was not able to connect with us. So we are definitely going to be trying to get more of Chuck in here. But yeah, that was just one of those things. It just connection just would not happen tonight. So sorry about that, Chuck. We love you, buddy, and we'll get you back in here as soon as we can figure out what in the world is going on. Warden John Von Kermit, howdy, what is up? Walter Moss, howdy, FTG. Howdy to you, Mr. Walter. Hope you're doing well, man. We're in the man of the game. Yes, it's always good. It's always fun, man, just being able to sit down and do it. Hey, what's up, Philip? I need to change sub counter. Oh, what? This shouldn't be it. Yeah, you're right, man. I don't know why that's like that. Yeah, thanks for pulling that out, and it's great to see you, Philip. It's been a while, man. So I'm glad you've came back here as we fix our sub counter. I cannot believe that I literally didn't. I totally missed that. All right, so let's do that while I can. I have a separate file for Farm Sim, so all of my graphics and all the stuff stays on this side of it. So Let's move that over. There we go. So our new goal, 2,500. There we go. Thank you, Philip. Always the man with the plan, so thank you, man. Chad Miller, thank God, finally off of the truck, LOL. I love the trucks, man. I love the trucks. Ty Glavich, what's up? Tyler Shireholtz. Ron the Slacker, says Michael Lee. I'm sure he'll enjoy that. Hello to you, Michael. Hope you're doing well, man. Josh Short, what is up? Who else we got in here, Philip? Yeah, I got you, buddy. Thank you, man. Kevin Castanero, Subba Scrub, Drama Kazi 1. Good to see you. North side, got to go north side. Oh, nice, Walter. We'll do it, man. We will definitely do it. So, all right, let's take a quick peek here at this map. If you're a farm sim fanatic, you will. Is that the truck? No, this is a different one. This is a work truck. The one I sent you was that's it over there, the actual white one. Brian added us a nice passenger script into that truck, so we'll be tooling around in that some as we get around. So. Alright, so let's take us a quick here. We are now at Farm 3, so we're at the very tip of the map here. But we'll get to see a lot of this now. You'll notice here with Seasons Mod, there is a lot of things that this adds in. A lot of people say, and guys, let's see, I'm just going to cruise at, I'm just going to cruise at 20. That ought to give us enough there. Maybe 18. There we go, that way we can see. So you'll notice that everything is brown. Everything's kind of a little bit, as I go the wrong way, hang on. Let me turn it around. So pretty much everything is brown. All the trees are barren. So this is early spring. So we'll consider this as late winter. Hey, and my truck. Oh man, I forgot to change that too. All right, well there's the truck horn. I forgot to change the truck horn back off to the tractor crank. So I feel like literally flying in here by the seat of my pants. So we'll get that done by the next stream. So there it is. What's up, Evan, man? How you doing, man? Farm Sim Saturday. Yes, they should have. You're exactly right there, Subba Scrub. Should have added that. That would have been a nice feature. So as we come back down here, we've got a beautiful map. So we said the trees, a lot of them now, not the stuff you can cut down, but a lot of the actual just regular trees. You'll notice that all the stuff's brown. You notice the trees are all brown. Everything's got a little bit more of a barren look to it. The grass, everything. So the Seasons mod adds a totally new, just a new realism to it. So the crops, everything respond exactly like they should in the real world via a time countdown. So you've got your seasons just like you have spring, early and late, as well as summer, fall, and winter. Now the leaves change, the grass changes. Grass takes a lot longer to grow, so harvest that you think, hey, this will be grown in 2 days, it doesn't work that way with seasons. It does have snow. It is a chance of snow. It's not always going to populate, but we've got snow plows, we've got the blade controls, we got everything in here that's going to allow us at least an opportunity to do so. Other thing too is silage wrap bells, all these kind of things that we have take for granted in the regular game. A lot of those things are going to be totally different and turned up on their side because we just don't have the ability in early and late winter to be making changes to a lot of this stuff. So as we kind of come back out and look at different seasons and we look at the growth patterns and all these other really cool, realistic, crazy stuff, there's a certain part of it. Let me get this filling up here. Let's see, let me figure out what the refuel is.
Should be R.
Yeah, it's not wanting to. Here, I'll let you do that. Why don't you see if you can do that, Nick, and I'll go ahead and explain. So we got Seasons Mod as we're looking here at Farm 2. And the one thing about it, you've got all your planting seasons and your harvest seasons. Now, grass pretty much stops in winter. Everything stops in winter. So you've got to pretty much have everything done and have everything stockpiled, have silage indoors or under an awning. Anything of that nature, everything has to be up and protected. Vehicles need maintenance, so this kind of really gives you an idea here between oilseed radish, poplar is the one thing that kind of goes through harvest and planting seasons all the time. But you do have planting seasons, and you're going to notice that you've got 9 game days before you can actually, or at least a minimum of 6 before you can start harvesting some of the new stuff. And that comes in there off of the summer. So the tail end of summer, early fall, and all the way through fall is going to be our harvest season for all of this. So we'll be able to work on some of these. We'll be able to plant at least as much as we can. Now, through the first season or two on Full Tilt Farms here, you'll see that we'll have to do a few things because I don't want to just mod in a ton of money and just kind of work. But we are going to at least be a little bit lax with it, but we are going to work before we buy the bigger and the better equipment. So that is going to be nice. I'm really looking forward to that. So Cobras Gaming, what's up, man? How are you doing?
Walk over here to the trailer and press M.
Alright, walking over and pressing M. This is exciting. Oh, nice. That's, you had to turn that on?
And it's got like a digital...
Nice. That's cool. That's one of our new... we've got quite a few mods. You'll see them as we pull around here. Let's go ahead and take a little quick peek around the... Now, this is pretty much empty, but we've got it set up... we've got it set up to pretty much have everything we need storage-wise. And we kind of came in, we deleted all the pigs off of this map. So everything about this map here is our own kind of creation. So we've got all of our John Deeres, we've got the 8Rs, we've got cultivators, we've got a couple of plows back there, and we've got the old 4955s, which are my personal favorite John Deere tractors in the game. We've got the double set twin tires in the back and just the regular singles. So we've got a couple of awnings here. It's just going to be great. So the thing is, if we want to use any of this to store hay, if we want to put bales in it, grass bales, hay bales, straw bales, any of that stuff, it all has to be kept under cover if you want, if you don't want the Seasons mod to kill every bit of your crops. And we've only got our own custom wash station, which is a placeable. So if you guys want to know, I can drop some links for some of this stuff as we get it. But yes, that is a nice wash station. So it just basically works just like any other does, but you have a dedicated slot now to wash trucks. So maybe we'll have to do a one like 3-hour live stream where we just pull everything in here and wash it. No, not really. No, I couldn't do that. But anyway, we've got all these replaceable sheds as well. Everything here in the middle. So everything's got light controls, got nice size to everything. It's not super tiny, teeny tiny small. Nice drive-throughs here on the middle. So however we want to structure storage on this map, we've got the options to do it. We've also got a few other little buildings. Now we've got a workshop in this one right here that our trucks are parked in front of, as well as this green and white striped one. Gets us in there just small storage. We'll go ahead and pop a door on the side here. So you pretty much got just a standard, standard in there. It's not anything huge, not anything big. And then we've got our other stuff over here. So all your John Deere mowers, we've got both mower decks, front and back, and as well as 2 pull-behind mowers, which are the same as we have there in the regular game, the New Holland ones. But they just, we have I forget what they call those, the disc or something. But anyway, these are just skinned out for the John Deere. So very cool stuff. So guys, if you want to, let's go ahead and let's show off the main farm. We'll take a little trip down through the main street here. Now we've got a couple of things in here. We've got potato warehouses, old mills, we've got sawmills, a awesome BGA. So those guys that love silage, stay with it, man. The BGA is going to be absolutely awesome. I love it. Maybe there for the end of the video we could go up and showcase that as going to be something else. And we also have a log sale down there. It's not anything crazy. It's not really a logging map, although this map does have logging, which maybe in the wintertime gives us an opportunity to do a little bit of logging. So we may do that on our off time while we're waiting on things to unthaw. So let's go ahead and let's make a trip out of here. Hey, and I didn't throw a proper shout out there to 15 Tango. So welcome, thank you for your sub, buddy. Appreciate that. And Mr. Chet Risk, thank you for your sub as well. Got the truck horns up there. I apologize for that. We are definitely going to get the regular stuff back on. So I'll get the tractor crank here coming on our next live stream here with the FTG. I don't want to say Full Tilt Farms. I got to get used to saying that. I've been saying all this other stuff. So love the way the Seasons displays everything and depicts all the crops. You'll notice everything is barren. There's nothing growing. You don't have fields with tons of wheat and barley on it like you normally do. So when you start it off with Seasons, it is bare as bone. So all right, let's see, buddy. Can we join? No, this will be just private streams. And Full Tilt Farms will remain that way. But those that really do want to join, I may think about having some special guests in that can help and plug in. And guys, I just don't let everybody on the farm. I mean, I've worked very hard on this, and you never know if people just want to come in and troll you and just be nasty about it. So typically, to keep from the bad stuff happening, to really kind of salvage the amount of work that we all have put into this map, I'd just rather not do that. So enjoy it, sit back, grab yourself a drink and a snack. It's kind of my thing, and just hang out with us and enjoy it. And we got our farm solid there on the right side. Nothing too hugely spectacular, but it's nice. And I'll go ahead and pick the speed up, guys, so we'll get on down here to the main area. So all of our cows, all of our sheep will all be down here in Farm 1. This field, or this map anyway, Farmtown version 3 with seasons does feature 3 fully functional storage farms. Now we haven't done really much of anything down here. Yeah, the dismount, thank you there, Blue Tide. Yeah, Brandon, what's going on, man? We're playing on Farmtown version 3 with seasons. You can find this in most of the mod sites. It's a great map. Now this is a heavily edited map for us, especially with Farm 2. So here's most of our stuff. We've got indoor silage. I do want to show this because I actually like this. So when we do save up storage for silage and all the other things for the cows, we have a complete inside barn here that we can store all of our bales in, straw bales. We can really store up for the winter for our cows. And we also have a functioning silage inside of this. So everything that's undercover under the snow will not die away as long as it's covered up with, and they call this a snow mask, but it's basically you've got something over the top of it. And we can feed everything. We can feed all of the cows and everything, feed them straight out of this barn right here. So this is awesome to have this attached to where your cows are. So that's a really nice function. The guy that did this map obviously did a lot of had a lot of thought into pre-planning the whole seasons issue. So that is really good. So I'm excited for that. Right, let's see, and pretty much storage over there and sheep. So I'm not going to go and look through every single bit of this, but you may wonder, what are these tanks? What are these things we're fixing to see? So we've got the Anhydrous tanks, and this is something that I'll let Nick kind of go in a little bit more detail. Nick lives in Kansas, and he's got some things there, so I'm going to catch up here with chat and just kind of, you guys keep going. I'm going to let Nick discuss just the Anhydrous and what we use those for and how we're going to use those here in our farm starting out. Take it away, Nick.
Oh, well, anhydrous ammonia is just a liquid type of fertilizer. Like you can see over here, usually when you drive down the highways in Kansas, you see tons of these little trailers parked by the roads, and you know, you see pickups running down the road with one behind them trying to get to the field. When a tractor runs out, they got to get back out there and give them some more. And it's just a liquid type of fertilizer that you just directly inject into the ground, usually when there's still stubble present before you plow.
Awesome, and we've got 2 fields here, 35 and 1, which I believe were originals here. You guys have been asking what map you on. Well, this is Farmtown version 3. So field 1 and 35 on our map here pulled up. I'm not sure if chat is there in the way. I think it kind of is. I may have to move chat off to a different side so you guys can see the map, the PDA of the map anyway. We've also got a ton of fields there beside these that we're going to be doing as much plowing, breaking ground, quote unquote, as our title here depicts. We're going to be doing as much of that as we can. So me and Nick, I guess, are going to grab a couple of tractors. Ryan is going to, actually, you know what, tell you what, let me just do a quick drive through. If you guys want to hook up the 8R. Nick's got one here, and I think Ryan is going to go grab another 8R from up with the plow. So we're going to go ahead and start getting to business, getting the Anhydrous going, and then we will start plowing and cultivating, because that's the whole point. So we're going to start that, get as much as we can get done. There's Ryan taking off. I'll do a hide a little HUD here so we can get as much going on. I'm actually going to drop. You can? That'd be fine. I'm just going to take a trip down here and just showcase a little bit of the map and some of these areas that we've kind of driven through and kind of picked out as some areas that we're going to do some farming on, which is going to be cool. You guys have seen me do a lot of the logging stuff, and I kind of got burned out with just farming in general, so we're going to bring it back down and actually do quite a bit of realistic farming, which you'll see. The roads leading into this place is just incredible. I love this map. This is probably by far one of the favorite maps that I've gotten a hold of. So, all right, let's see. Which way do I want to go? Yeah, so I think this is, it's going to take us down here. So we're coming right down to the sheep pen here. So it's kind of in the backyard of this house, which is kind of cool. Nice, Philip. Kubota's been verified. That is sweet. That is going to be a nice DLC, I think, especially for the small time farmers. But you don't really have much down here, so you've got a little bit of storage here. Nothing incredibly, nothing incredibly big. We've got your water and all your other food and grass and everything in there. Your gate through, so all your grass will go here. Your water will go right in the dead center. You can kind of see with the seasons mod here, starting out in early spring, the grass is just starting to grow. So that grass will take at least some of the season, at least up to 6 days to start to populate enough to where you can actually cut grass. And that's the same for anywhere. So grass on the regular fields. So if you've got fields with grass, if you've got the outside, you say, oh well, I just cheat the game and we'll just go cut grass around these houses and pick it up. Well, as you can see, there's none there. So a fantastic job on the way they've structured that. So I'm going to drive these roads. These are my favorites. Now these go through a lot of the logging areas. And we'll get to see a little bit of these. And guys, if you're in chat, please go ahead and introduce yourself. I just want to do a quick drive through here of this map and look at a few things, and then I'm going to be really connected back with chat, reading you guys' comments and all that. I just want to go through the last little bit, just setting up here a brand new Farm Sim stream here. So just want to set this up and give everybody the info that we need, and then it's off to the races. So you guys, thanks for being patient with me. And they laid out a very nice little dirt road in between all this. It's fun driving the tractors up through this. The terrain editing on this map is incredible. I just love maps that have that extra pizzazz to it, that takes it out of your everyday flat map and makes it something really special. So these guys really did a killer job on this. Where all the trees are placed, there are some square fields on this map. As you can see, there's not a lot of them, so I think the challenge is going to be there. Now we've decided to pretty much buy everything here. We got grass fields to the right, and then we've got our regular stuff here on the left side. So we're going to take these smaller fields here, turn these into potato fields, turn these into sugar beet fields, and use some of the smaller equipment to take care of those. Nothing crazy. And we got some nice terrain over here on field 53, and that pretty much leads us. Now we've got grass fields up here on 54, grass fields to the right on 47. So we're going to cut a lot of grass. We're going to get a lot of things built up and get a lot of things kind of at least in storage, because I think we're going to need it if we do a 9-day season. Now you got the little box there in front. I'm not sure, that's probably small if you're on a mobile device, but we're running full everything. So we've got tire dirt, we've got the realistic ground response mod, as well as crop destruction. So we've got the full gambit in here and full of mods to really kind of up the realistic gameplay. So I hope you guys enjoy that. We're going to be trying to keep this thing as realistic as we can, but we also have a forecast. So we'll have hail and thunderstorms and snow and all those kind of things that come in that will be kind of under the radar, so to speak, but everything else will be laid out, so we'll be able to see when we rain. There's moisture content as well, so if we go out there on the fields and try to harvest while it's raining, it will let us harvest it, but it will definitely give us a big, huge cut on the amount of money that we get or the amount of volume that we can get off the field. So if you've never ridden with the Seasons mod, it's pretty much self-direct. I mean, it's got everything in there you really need to see. It's got a full help menu to kind of get you started and understand what's going on with it. But it is incredible. I love it. It's definitely going to add a whole new realism to the sim here. So I hope you guys enjoy that. So I'm gonna go back here to the farm. We're gonna hop in our 8Rs or John Deere's here, and we're going to get started on some ammonia hydrous tanks. Or anhydrous tanks, I guess I should say. We'll get started on that, and then we'll do some cultivating, we'll do some plowing, and see how much of this stuff we can get done. And then we'll just save our next one, because these, I'm going to run a little bit faster, but I wanted to not waste any time. And give it, thank you to Dakota Bogue. Appreciate you some, man. What's up there, Kai Pettiford? Hope you're doing well, man. Got this map, zip on it, turn. Yeah, man, it's a good map. It is a good map. I really do like it. Like I said, they did a killer job on it, and there's a couple of little shortcuts in here, I believe. Learning the map, like these little areas like this right here, this is a really cool, just kind of pulling in and just kind of get a back door into the farm here. So very nicely done. Newer pits, everything you need. Slurry pits on this back side over here. You'll see there's the big tank over there. Comes Mr. Big Nick there with the doubles. That's 4955 John Deere. And we've got a 30-foot cultivator on the back there, so that looks awesome. So I'm going to pull this off to the side here. Alright, get everything. All right, let me catch up a little bit here in chat. So great to see everybody here. What's going on there, Quest Board supporter? Oh man, great to see you here in another live stream. I hope you enjoy. You guys I've seen a lot of you in the ATS stream, so I hope you enjoy Farm Sim. The tractors are cool. The all the tools you get to use are cool. I mean, we do have semis, although they don't look quite as good as the other ones. But
there you go.
Awesome. This is my favorite tractor. Love this thing. Hey, what's up, Pro Gaming, Optic Assassin, Double A, and Head Art? How are you, man? Good to see you guys. Can I see a gooseneck? We do have some gooseneck trailers, but we don't have anything to transport. So I don't have them actually in the map, but we will feature some of that. So don't worry. Just keep. This is going to be a build map. So we've got some equipment here to kind of get us started, and then after that we'll continue and keep things up and rolling on that. So. Just hang out with us and stay with us. Let me get that out of your way, bud.
I'm fine.
All right. So I have to go through and we'll fill these tanks up and we'll keep things rocking and rolling. What's up, James Warner? How are you doing? Great to see some new names already in here. That's a lot of field. Yeah, man, we've got a lot, and it's like I said, I just want to be able to put as much as I can in here. We're not always going to get to do as much as I want to. I don't want the live streams to go too long. I want them to be something where we get a lot of work done, and we can, we all three of us really know what we're doing and can do things pretty quick, at least as quick as the tractors will let us do them. But I just want to be able to offer a little bit shorter episodes than what I have been doing with Farm Sim, just so guys watching back don't, have to thumb through a 3-hour video, because I would much rather watch an hour video and thumb through that and see what I want to see rather than have to thumb through a 3-hour one. So this first one will be just a little bit longer, just because we've got a lot of things going on. But the other ones that we come in, so I think around an hour and a half is what we're going to be shooting for. So. What's going on, Dakota? How are you doing? Nathan Smithwick, what's going on, man? Yeah, Chad. This is fun, man. This is just being able to run with a lot of these, having the inside control on all the tractors. Everything. The one thing I will tout that is all the mods in here are very, very, very well done. So if any of you guys see something just ridiculously crazy and you're like, hey man, I got to get my hands on that mod. Where'd you get it? Leave a comment down here in the comment window, and I mean not in the comment window, like chat window, but leave it in the comment section, and I will see if I can't grab you guys a link. Now I'm gonna follow around here, and as we go through the last bit of Farm 1 here, we'll get back on the street, and we'll follow Nick up here, and we'll start pulling this thing around.
Hey, did we buy any weights?
We didn't, but we certainly can. I can definitely transfer you guys some money if you need to do any kind of small stuff like that. It's not a problem.
Yeah, I want to call it the first replying.
All right, let's go ahead and I'll just go ahead and split this up. Y'all are in the negative already. All right, how about that for you and that for you, and that'll be pretty much the last bit of our loan that we took out. Now, Seasons Mod does allow you to take up a little bit more than what you normally would, so it's just do some research on it. Get a map with Seasons in it and Seasons Mod. Get one in it, test it out, see what you think. Good thing about this is these right here. I love the oh, you can see that. See how it's drawing the it's got almost like what's it, like 6 ridge markers there beside it, so it's not like a cultivator. It's something totally different, as I completely detached from mine. There we go. So we'll do this, then we'll go back over and plow all these fields. Everything is needing a plow. I want to all right, we're going to turn traffic off. I'm sure y'all won't mind.
Yeah, I kind of want to puts the gas in the ground, it expands, so it doesn't have to inject it all the way across.
Right. All right, so there we go. That looks good. That's awesome. Hey, what's up, Adam Malone? How are you doing, man? Yes, I got into PC. What is up, AMS Glitching? Good to see you guys, as always. What's going on, William? Hi. Hope you're doing well. So great to see some new guys in here, as well as some ATS guys. So welcome one and welcome all. So if you are new here, don't forget to hit that subscribe button. Don't forget to like videos if you enjoy the content, and do not forget to introduce yourself here in chat. I love getting to meet all the new guys coming in to the live streams, and love to just connect with you guys as much as I can. Feel free to throw out suggestions. Feel free to throw in your 2 cents, as long as it's respectable to anybody here in stream, as well as myself, as anybody in chat. That is welcomed, and I enjoy you guys kind of going back and forth here to discussing new ways to do things, because I've learned a lot by just listening to you guys going forth and going through in chat. So welcome to everybody. What's up, Cameron? How are you doing? Yes, Blue Type, everybody hates farm sim traffic. Every now and again it's good if the roads are wide enough, but the roads are not wide enough on this particular map, which is unfortunate. So this is kind of like the fertilizing before the plowing. So after you would do this, typically we'd plow, then cultivate up the field, get everything nice and crunched in, mixed up together, and then we do some type of field, field seed, whatever it is we decide that we're going to plant on these fields, and then we'll move into doing maybe a seed and a fertilizer combo. And then after that, whether you do a sprayer, whether you do granular, whether you do a real manure, I would love to eventually get into doing some type of a manure fill on some of these others, so maybe we can jump into that as well. I mean, we can carry it as realistic as you guys want to do. The good thing is I would never personally play this way, but doing it on a live stream just seemed like it was a cool way to go, because it's just not a lot of guys doing the very realistic side of it, and it's using pretty much everything like good high quality John Deere stuff.
I don't usually like fertilizing, but these, they just, they look so realistic in what I'm accustomed to. I can't help but enjoy it.
Yeah, no, they're definitely legit, man. They're definitely legit. Well, thank you, Optic. I do try to take care. I appreciate that, man. Always try to keep things busy as much as I possibly can, and I always try to deliver, just good content that's just hopefully fun for you guys to watch, as well as a little bit maybe informational, so you can kind of learn how to do these things yourself. And I'm not one for secrets, so unless it's something that I've done personally, most of all of my stuff is found, it's all free. And I don't mind sharing that stuff out with you guys and links and that kind of thing, just because I want you guys to be able to experience and have fun with the games that I'm doing. So I am doing great, Questboard. Thanks for asking, man. Can I buy a new combine and a new auger blade? Yes, we do have a couple of really nice John Deere. We got a couple of really nice John Deere combines that we have. We can showcase those. I'm not going to buy one today, just because we're nowhere near that stage. I want to get all this stuff built in, and then we'll see what we've got here once we pull our money back together from our loan. We'll go ahead and see if we can't grab one by the time we're ready to start selling some things. So that'll be fun. It'll be fun. And having 2 or 3 guys on the field, we had to mod in a little bit in the beginning just to get us a starter equipment on this, just to get some things going. And that way, at some point we kind of will stop modding once we start making a little bit of money. If I was doing it by myself, then I would have maybe say done it at the original and just kept it original. But it was a little easier to do it this way. So. What's up, Papa Tango? Nice there, Adam. I just turned 35, so welcome to the mid-30s. Do I do just on John Deere? No, I don't do just John Deere. We've got a few Massey's in the pack here. We've also got a couple of New Hollands. I'm just going to keep it American. How about that? We'll at least keep it to some of the things that you'll see on the American farms. Even though this farm is not really based realistically in America, it's just one of those maps that was just too good to pass up. Once I got in and started driving around, seeing the fields and the shapes, I was like, yeah, we got to do this. All right, so there's one field already done. So that went by pretty quick. I love Giants has done a ton of updating to the realistic ground response mod. So if you guys look at this, I mean, it's just crazy, all this bouncing around. I mean, this is incredible. I love it. I love it. So if you guys have not experienced the ground response mod, go download it. It's a Giants mod. It's part of their 4-reel module technology mods, whatever they're calling them. Go grab it. It's good. it's gotten a lot of updates, so it's a lot more realistic, and you do slide, you do slip a little bit in the dirt, but it's not nearly what it used to be. Nicer Shadow Blaze, what's up, man, and welcome to the live stream. Great to see everybody here today. 1-5. That's all right, 1-5. Just make sure you don't fall asleep on the keyboard to where it just drones on letters. It's all good, man. A&W Gaming, what's going on, man? Hope you're doing well. Yeah, Case, we'll pull some Case in here, so we could definitely pull some smaller stuff in there. With the thing we've got with the John Deeres, I mean, even though, I mean, this is just like this is awesome seeing this roll through the streets. So we'll turn our flashers on so we can be a little more legit. But the thing about it is all these John Deeres are just really good, and everybody was like, oh man, you ought to do a farm with just John Deere, or do one with a lot of John Deere mods, because everyone loves John Deere. So this is, yeah, here we go, this is it. Here I'll put John Deere mods in. You're like, hey, can you guys put Case in? That's so typical.
You know how it is.
I know, man. Yes, the field shapes are, man. I like it. They're challenging in a good way, but now I will say this: I wouldn't normally test this stuff out if I don't want to say test it out, but I wouldn't normally do this some of these bigger fields by myself. I would typically kind of like to have a group to play this in, even if it's just one other guy. I think that would be nice to have that. So having 3 at sometimes best 4. I won't ever put any more than 4 on. But just because of streaming and really stretching out the internet, I mean, it can get a little icy pretty quick. What's up, Jace? How are you, man? Hope you're doing well. What's the map name? The map is Farmtown version 3 with seasons. So this is featuring the seasons mod, and we'll kind of, as we do more cultivating and plowing and some of these other things, this is all about breaking ground into the new map. So you guys are going to see a lot of cool stuff, and a lot of reasons why we're doing things is because it's set up that way in seasons. So hopefully we'll see it snow on this map, so we get a chance to do some road clearage and keeping track of the animals and keeping them up and keeping them fed. So that should be a lot of fun. I'm really looking forward to that kind of upkeep. As you can see on the top right of our screen here, if you're on desktop, it's probably a little easier to see. I keep it small just so you guys can see as much of the map as possible. But we do have the time, as well as what the forecast is for the next day, what the temperatures are, and I need to change that back over to Fahrenheit just so we can see that a little easier. But we still having freezing temperatures here in early spring. As spring rolls around, planting season gets more prevalent, we'll be able to utilize a little bit more. So that'll be nice. We'll be able to have a little bit warmer temperatures, planting as well as harvesting. So the growth rates and everything with seasons is all altered. So everything that you see in here, there's kind of a rhyme and a reason to it. And we could even go back through, if you're unfamiliar with it, we can look through some of these as we do these individual things, and you can see just how much of a change adding something like the seasons mod is to it. Hey, well, happy birthday there, Jacob. Thank you for your support, man. You're always hanging around here and always in the chat room, man. So good to see you, man. I had a lot of PS4 Farm Sim buddies coming back in. So when I was streaming PS4, and then we just started here on PC, and I kind of moved into some of the trucks and some of the other things, just trying to get some more content going. So now we're kind of back to where it all started. So it's great to see a lot of you guys that haven't been around for the truck sims and stuff, which is fine. It's understandable. You don't have to be there if you don't like it and the truck thing just isn't your stuff. But it has been really great getting to meet a whole lot of new people, and I see a lot of you guys are here that are from the ATS series. So thank you guys for coming and trying it out and checking it out. Yeah, what's up, Douglas? Yeah, man. I was on PS4. Now we're full on PC, so we've got ATS and ETS, and I'm still actively working on it, but very close to getting X-Plane up and rolling. So that's exciting. I can't wait to showcase that and see you guys see a new sim in action. So that'll be a lot of fun.
You know, if you press C twice, it gives you a toolbar view.
Oh, nice. Very
Which
cool.
would be handy for the really wide stuff where you can't ever see the edges, you know.
Oh my gosh, that's an awesome camera view, man. That's stuff screenshots are made of right there. We just snap a few while we're doing it. It's something live stream always sees me always take screenshots. Hey, what's going on, Dawn? Thank you, buddy. Appreciate that. Yes, we are doing anhydrous. For those that are doing it, see our tank here. Anhydrous ammonia. This is basically a fertilizer. Long story short, it's of course it's a man-made chemical. They put down, Nick says right after the stubble, they'll put this down and then we'll plow it up, cultivate everything up together. So we get a stage of fertilization plus the plowing, and that will give us a 10% yield on the next 4 crops. So after the plowing that we give the earth now, see, this is what I'm talking about. Seasons adds a new level of realism because in the regular game, when you plow, it gives you 10% for the next 4. So that one, including 3 more after that, gives you an extra 10%. Well, in the game, it's not that big of a deal because you could just speed up time and run through, and then boom, you're in another boom. And that 10% doesn't matter. But when you're running 6 days a season, so basically 4 seasons in 6 days, it's 24 days. So 24 game days is 1 harvest. So 10% of a harvest on 24 is a big number because you're not having to add. And depending on how realistic you want to play, if you're really trying to do that a legit way, then it's pretty tough to do it any other way than that. So depending on what game speed you play on, and then by the time you add in the 3 fertilization steps, it gives you a chance to be able to keep up with the map, and that's the cool thing I think that's cool about the seasons map, because the seasons mod just adds so much more realism to the game that they have to do in real life. So decisions matter, how you play the game matters, how you structure, how you're going to cultivate, plow, how you're going to pull your harvest in. Every bit of that makes a big difference, and every decision counts. It can mean big money. Yeah, I mean, typically, guys, especially in chat, don't anybody be nasty to anybody. I don't want that. Yeah, just say your comment if it's something that is worth, if it's worth saying on stream and worth acknowledging it, then I will. I mean, if it's kind of just random banter, I mean, we got a lot of guys on here. I just want to make sure that everyone that's got questions, especially about the farm sim, since it's my first one here in a long time, I want those guys to be able to answer questions. So. No offense, Zach, but yeah, just cool it on. I'm glad you got school, man. I've got work. I've got 2 kids to take care of tomorrow, but nobody cares. They just want to see farming, man. Just want to see farming. Will I get the Volvo? Yes, Dakota, I am. Just to cap on ATS, yeah, I will. It's funny, man. Someone else said some questions about I was playing another sim, and they wanted to know something about something else. So, yeah, we'll do the Volvo once we do coast to coast and the East Coast run. So. Well, good there, Dalton. That's good, man. I hope it lasts for you. That's a good deal. Those games really aren't too bad. My PC build really got me into X-Plane. That's where it went. So I guarantee you wouldn't be able to run X-Plane with that, which is kind of why I had to beef it up. Farm Sim generally and even ATS, ETS aren't generally that taxing on computers, which is why they're great. You get a lot of involvement there from the community, and a lot of people can play those games. So that's awesome, man. Glad you got a good deal on that.
I think this field was a lot bigger than we anticipated.
I told you it was. It's not that big. It's all good. Don't worry about it.
It looked big in relation to the other fields, but
Well, it's okay. We actually don't have. Well, yeah, okay, we do. Well, that's true. It is adding. It's not just straight lines up and down. We're not using course play. We're not using GPS. Anybody saying, "Hey, are you going to use GPS or course play?" Nah. We're going to try to do as much of this as we can. I would say after we do this, let's grab some of the cultivator plows. Let's break some ground on those fields there on the left side, and just kind of get all 3 of us over there running around on those. That'll be kind of cool. Yeah, don't this well. I'm not sure if it's the 4020, but by the engine, you can see on there it's the 4955 with the twin duals in the back. So I love this tractor. It's got a little internal control as well, so you can pop open a couple of doors on here. We'll pop that one open, and I was trying to think. Yeah, there you go. You can pop those up. Pop the back one and the front door here. You can pop it open as well. So that's kind of cool. Do a little in-cab farming here if you guys want to see that. I like doing this. This brings a new challenge into it. I wish the mirrors were a little bit more updated. I feel like they're like really close, but I like it.
I just checked the map and the menu, and it is turning it blue, so that's good.
Yep. Uh-oh, what happened? There it goes. Oh, whew. Oh, I think my cruise control got set. Oh, whoops. I was like, oh God, where's it going? Will I harvest tonight? No, I will not. And I've been talking about it. So basically, I don't believe I can pull it up now. So the seasons mod itself makes you run a 24-day cycle if you're running 6-day seasons, or you can run a 30, whatever the 9 one is. Was that 36-day cycle, I guess, for seasons? So you can run 3-day, 6-day, or 9-day seasons, and that's times 4 for 4 seasons. So you will get multiple harvests. But you only have one time to harvest. So as many fields as you have, you can plant everything you can possibly plant on those, and then you can run a harvester on all those in the late summer to early fall, and you can plant and harvest as much as you can possibly get in that time frame. But this is for the early spring. This is a great time to prepare the fields, to get your fertilizers down, to get your fields plowed, so that you'll get that. So the good thing about doing the plowing, you can always still go back after we harvest and do the anhydrous. Is that, what is it? Anhydrous ammonia. Yeah.
Anhydrous ammonia.
So we do the anhydrous ammonia every time the fields are stubbled like this after we've harvested, but we don't have to plow at least for the next 4 quote-unquote years of the season. So we won't have to plow on a live stream ever again for the next 4 seasons on this particular map, because we've done it once. Unless we harvest and are able to pull in lots of stuff there on the next one, then we're not gonna have to worry about it. So things do kind of move once you get past the getting started phase, and things are kind of rolling and things are moving and grooving. Things are pretty good. No, I'm not using a wheel. I'm using a controller there for the PS4. Works pretty good. That's not a surprising quest. If you guys want to make sure that I'm doing something, live streaming or whatever, just make sure that bell's ticked. On average, YouTube only sends out those notifications to a maximum of 15% of the people that actually subscribe. So that's a shame, but that's growing statistics. It does not send out a notification to every single subscriber, not even if they were all joined in. So that's the unfortunate part, but that's the realistic part of it too. I'm not sure why. Am I going to wash it? Yeah, we can always wash. We got a brand new wash station up there, so we can certainly clean her up. Not a problem. I always enjoy keeping clean tractors every now and again. It's kind of nice to clean them up. But I am running the dirt mod, the tire dirt. So once we get off of the mud, you'll see the tractor's not really all that dirty yet. Oh, and this tractor does have some animating parts there. The belts and the fans all move. And the little ticker cap there on the top of the exhaust, it moves as well. And that's just to keep, once the air's not flowing, that thing covers the exhaust pipe and no water and moisture could get down in your exhaust. So that's why that's there. Just in case anybody wanted a random FTG fact of the day. Can't get the PS4 out of FTG just yet. Oh, I hear you, man. It's cool, man. It's cool to get back to it. It's cool to get back to just what we were doing, and farming. That's the whole entire channel. Honestly, was built off of farming, so it's kind of cool to return back to it. Although Ethan Levitt or Leave It, thank you for your sub there, bud. Appreciate that. We've got the train horn still left on from ATS. I forgot to change that, so we'll get that changed there for the next stream. My apologies on that. All right, we'll lift that up. Oh, see, I'm just loving all this ground response, man. This thing is just so cool. Just got this very,
You've actually done something instead of just, you know,
change the texture.
One blank texture.
Yeah, exhaust cap. Yeah, I used to call it, yeah. Well, I've heard it called a ticker too, a ticker cap, because that thing just literally goes back and while it's, you know, going. So some people call it a ticker cap. I find sometimes some of that stuff, again, depending on where you're from, people call it different things depending on where you're from. All right, thank you there, Questboard. Have a good one, bud. Thanks for stomping in, man. Appreciate that. Okay, Optic Assassin. There it is, man. That is, I love the hashtag. FTG fun fact. Hashtag that, guys. That is awesome. So I will remember to keep that. So we'll instead of FTG fact of the day, we'll just call it, and there's your FTG fun fact of the evening. That's a good optic. I like it. I like it. Hey, what's up, Ethan? Yes, Shadow Blaze. I don't blame you. See, there you go. So don't call them chompers. There you go. Where you're from and what people around you call them. That's typically what happens. Yeah, you run into a car fast. Yeah, man. Sometimes we just have to turn the traffic off. Sometimes it's just not worth it. And it's only worth it if you've got a field that's big enough and the roads around you are big enough that you can drive the big tractors on and have enough space that you can actually function on it. But yeah, Ethan, we are on Farmtown. Farmtown version 3, just Google it. It is with seasons. So if you don't want the seasons, you'll have to deactivate that mod. It does, I believe, come with it inside of the pack. It also uses chopped straw, so as you promote the swath and everything off the back, if you're doing wheat or any of the other stuff, barley, any of the baleable stuff, it does come out all scattered. On the back of on the tractor there, the harvester. So you can windrow that up, pick it all up, bale it, and do all that other good stuff. But yeah, it comes out as particle on the fields, and it looks really cool. There you go. Raylan called it a rain cap. Yeah, well, you don't have to retract that, man. It's fine. Nick is in. I'm not sure what the engine variant is, but it's basically the 8R, John Deere 8R, and is the newest and latest, greatest on that particular mod. It's a good one. It's an awesome sounds. Once we get up here and get
370 horse.
All right. 370, so it's a step under like the tracked ones as well as like the 9000 series. So it's the 8000. So this would be in the same category as like the Dutsfar and the Massey 8 series. I was trying to think with the other one, the New Holland T8. It's close to those in their standard, but not their souped up forms. T8's a lot stronger than that 8R is. Hashtag love it. What's up, Michael Patrick? How are you doing? Welcome to the stream, guys. Railroad going ding don't stick. Yeah. Well, you call it whatever you want to, man. Oh yes, and Northwest that's yeah, there's shoot, what was the other one? I just played it the other day. Coldborough Park, man. For those small little roads, man. If you guys ever go back down to CBF, man, the traffic on that map is ridiculously fast. It's like a minimum of 35 everywhere on that map, and most of these tractors only go 32. Yes, as we there we go. As we get a little closer, we got Nick's there in it. We'll get in and crank up. Whoa. We'll get in and crank that tractor up because it is a awesome tractor. I love this. All custom sounds. Sounds completely legit. All right, so that looks absolutely gorgeous. Alright, so we'll pull those out. Alright, we'll turn this one off and we'll give this in a whirl. So we got all the internal control on this tractor, and you can grab this as just a mod. So it's nothing special here, but we've got all this you can add. You got the steering wheel, you've got window controls, window flaps here in the back. It's a little chilly today, but you can't open the doors there on the front side. but we'll turn it off here. Sounds good. It's almost got a clutching action to it. We've got a couple of New Hollands, a T7 you guys are going to love, especially if you like the sounds here in the tractors. So that's cool. Think sounds mean.
So do we, you and I want to get plows, or one of us going to use the cultivator?
I guess we'll use either one, because I'll have to use the cultivator in this particular tractor. What are you in, Ryan?
He's in a single 8R.
Okay. How many 8Rs do we have? Just 2?
There's another one up at the farm that has a V plow hooked to it.
All right. Well, I'll tell you what. If we've got another one, let me just use the one you've got there, and go grab where I can. I tell you what. Let me zip up there. I'll grab the well, wherever it is. Is this it? Nope. Okay. What's up? I think.
Farm 2.
Yep. There it is. I'll grab the other plow, and you can grab the cultivator if you want to. There we go. There you go, 8425 series. That's it, man. All right, Zach's dying to see how the wash station here. Let me show you the wash station real quick. Now, this is a placeable mod, so you can download this. It's not placed in by a Google editor. Not sure where my washing nozzle is on it. There you go. Beautiful. Nothing too crazy, but it works and it does the job.
Well, heck, Ryan's already got field 1 done.
Nice. Yes, I can do that, Philip. That is no problem. I've actually got that 281 in there because I want to use that on my next series, so that will work out absolutely perfect. All right, here is our, this is our, well, it's not really a culti plow, but it is our plow here. John Deere series. We've got a small one. Now, these are the small ones. We do have bigger ones on here. All right, so we'll make a left here, and then let's go. If he's going to do field 1, I tell you what, let's break in. I don't know if we want to do 35 fully yet. Maybe me and Ryan can go over and do some of those smaller ones and go ahead and just plow those up, and then we might be able to throw out some fertilizer on those before we get done with cultivating. Maybe we can do something on that for our next episode. Maybe we'll save that.
You want me to start 35, or anyone in mind?
It really doesn't matter. We can do whatever. I was just thinking of going over and say, I tell you what, yeah, man. Let's just go over here. Nick, you go ahead and follow us, man. We can plow that field. Let's work on some of these other smaller fields over here and knock those out if we can. I figure with me and Ryan both pulling plows together, and then you cultivating, you should be cultivating the same swath as we're pulling out, if that's okay with you guys.
I can knock this out pretty quick and give you a head start if you want me to.
Okay, that'll be fine.
Not like on top of you.
Yeah, no, that'll be fine.
Just tell me when you do like one pass and I'll head over.
Okay. Not a problem. Good thing about this map is it does offer a very, I won't say a select, but it offers quite a few forestry areas. So, I mean, these beautiful just passes and these little thoroughfares in and out of the stream, I mean, out of the fields and stuff here are absolutely awesome. Let me refresh all my alerts and chats here. Just want to keep that up to date here. We've been over our hour mark there, so it wants me to update. And that way you guys can see an updated chat, all that good stuff. There we go. That should take care of that. It should have updated there. I like the blue Kenworth. Oh yeah, man, I like that truck too. Unfortunately, it just wasn't strong enough to pull that train. I gave it a valiant effort. It just didn't have the juice. So here is our grass field on the left. I'm not going to plow any of that grass field up. We're just going to worry about fertilizing those, and we'll plow and get these other fields started here. So tell you what, Ryan, I'm going to drive down. If you want to cut through, it's fine. Let's see, field, this is all grass here. I think 53, 52, 51. I think every single bit of those down there, I think all of those are regular fields that we can jump at them. How she's doing good, Zach there. Appreciate that, man. Reach comment. Oh yeah, about duels. We could, but I think what we thought about was this tractor was going to serve something else besides plowing. So we didn't think we needed duals on it for the extra traction. So that was just, we had a different plan for this tractor, but we're kind of backing up and punting a little bit just to do some different stuff here and be seen in a different tractor, all the good stuff. So enough that you guys can see something different. And yeah, I do play with Raptor. I've got a couple of things down there. Got my PC build video if you guys were interested in that. And usually on the weekends, whenever we're doing Farm Sim, GTA, we just had some family stuff going on today. I really wanted to jump in live streams, but I didn't quite make it. So just had family day today, so that's all good. But usually when we do some of those things on the weekend, I always get a chance to play. And obviously he's done a lot of sport. I mean, I would say you guys go sub to him, but most of you probably have. But if you haven't, go check his stuff out. Go give him a subscription because he does really good stuff. And he's super nice to guys that are wanting to work hard for what they've got. And he appreciates the guys that are around and in a good community. So if you're looking for a good community to be a part of, I have met so many really good guys that you guys maybe see on the weekends every single week. Yeah, I've met all those guys in person, and they are all super nice to be around. So if you're looking for a community to jump into on PC, needing a good place to meet some other guys, maybe to play ATS, ETS, Farm Sim, whatever. We've got dedicated Farm Sim servers. Those things are piled in every single day. They are a growing commodity right now. So if you're looking for something like that, tired of playing the random kind of unstructured gameplay on some people's maps online, jump in there, give it a shot. It's those guys seem to have a lot of fun. So here we are. Let's see. Let's jump down. I guess we got these now, Rod. You can follow me if you want to, or we can just split off here and do both of these fields, knock them out. We do either or. All right. Let's do it. This is took for an hour trying to find neutral. That's funny. All right, so make sure I don't have. There we go. All right, since you're going behind me there, I'll just go ahead and make a lap here and make a turn. Nice, man. That looks good. I love it when good mods are put together. That's a great one. You're in a community. It's called FTG United. What? Well, I don't think that's mine. I don't think. That may have been someone else, but that's not mine. I haven't, unless you're, I don't know, what are you talking about? Is it a Steam community or a PS4 community? What's it in? I'm curious because I haven't set one up yet. What's going on, Chris Justice? You guys are doing well. Thanks to those guys who appreciate those subscribers here. 15 Tango Chet and Dakota and Ethan. Thank you guys. If you have not subscribed and you are enjoying this progressive map play here on Farmtown version 3 with seasons, hit that subscription. Make sure that bell's ticked there to keep up with good notifications here coming out from FTG. We've got lots planned here. We've got active ATS community already starting to grow. And then we're going to start moving into some other directions with some other games. Gold Rush is due out in September, so expecting some good little series there out of Gold Rush. That's going to be a lot of fun. And also X-Plane. I'm still working on that. It's just taking me a lot longer to amass all the components that I need, as well as just get all these other games to a working in a streamable condition. And then I'll start working on some of the other stuff. So I'm glad to be working some new stuff, getting some new content out on the channel, as well as getting to meet everybody. So Well, thank you, man. I deserve 18 million. That would be great. In the drop of a hat. Hey, there's 18 million. They do, Zach. They certainly do, man. So it's you know, I've been there, and they've been really supportive of me and my endeavors here on YouTube. So, and I'd like to one of these days be as big as some of these big names that we all watch here in the simming community. Hinting at no names there, Mr. Raptor. But yes, you know, it's all chasing a goal and making it happen, putting in the work to make it happen. That's why every time you come into these streams, you know, we're not going to be driving just random stuff around. We're not going to be just playing around and, you know, driving stuff that don't belong in fields and, you know, attaching stuff that don't belong on tractors that can't pull it. I mean, it's going to be as realistic as I possibly can make it, and really just doing it realistic, putting in the work, putting in the hours, and having a lot of fun doing it. Especially find yourself a couple of buddies to do it with, because that makes it all the more fun. What's up, Dimitri the Great? What is up, man? I hope you're doing well. Great to see you guys, especially from the ATS streams there. I'm glad you guys decided to come check out a little bit of Farm Sim. I hope you enjoy it. It's a little different than the Peterbilt's and Kenworths, but nonetheless, it's still cool. I'm going to go ahead and let you finish that little triangle up there, Ryan, so we don't cross up. I'm going to go ahead and knock out 52, and then we'll tackle 53. That's going to be a fun one. What's up, Net Plays? It's you when you do start a community. Okay. All right, man. I am going to be starting that. I want to get that done this week. I'm trying to finalize a final logo, something that is going to kind of, you know, it's going to be the same colors, it's going to be the same stuff, but I'm looking for just an icon logo. So once we get that done here, we'll get that up on the Steam communities. Get that done, so I'll be able to send out notifications to you there. So if if YouTube's just not cutting the mustard with you, hopefully that one will give you guys an opportunity to follow on that. So it'd be good for me also to be able to connect with you guys. As I will say this, just because I was not expecting it, but there was a lot of community support just from people on PC that was like, hey, I got to be friends with this guy, and there's a lot in there that I don't know who they are. And I just kind of had to make the decision. I think what I'm going to do, based on some other YouTubers' advice, was to really set up a community and try to be really active with it. And that way you guys can communicate with me. You can play games, and we do have open multiplayer convoys or anything else. You guys can join the TeamSpeak here at the Rat Pack Gaming, where I'm at right now, hanging out with all these guys here as we do these sim games and hang out a lot at night. So you can find a lot of us there. A lot of good streamers here in house. It is a very supportive place and a very respected place as well. So that's the good thing about it. It's not a lot of ice, not a lot of junk. Halfway mature, halfway. Right, Nick?
Oh yeah. Some days are better than others.
And it always is, and that's okay. It's all right. Thomas, what's going on, man? Hope you're doing well. Sean Matthew, what's up? I am doing great there, Dimitri. Finally got back on Farm Sim, so I knew there's a lot of guys here that were excited that I was getting back into farming, especially moving some new maps and doing some new mods and all the above. So I'm glad to be here, so thanks for asking, man. Thinking to add in the friend button. What's up? Is that Bryoma 36? Maybe Bryoma. Yeah, I thought about GPS and adding all that stuff in, and I just decided against it. I mean, I enjoy these cab views. Fresh Milks, what is going on? Thank you for the subscription. Don't mind the train horn. We'll get that fixed. It usually is a tractor cranking up, and so fitting, I have a John Deere icon that we'll use for our sub alerts. But I thought about that, so thank you there, Fresh Milks, for your subscription. Appreciate that. But yeah, I thought about GPS and just thought, you know, I kind of wanted to do it by hand first and see how this all works out. A lot of these fields are really a lot of fun, and you still gotta, even for GPS to work, I believe you still gotta be in the cab anyway. So. You know, or at least got to be in the tractor and viewing the tractor. You won't run by itself. So one of the other cool things about Seasons Mod, if you guys are kind of interested in hearing more about that or haven't really ever seen much of it, one thing about the Seasons Mod that I like is the way that things wilt away, and there's really no controlling. So the plowing, the 3-stage cultivating, the easy start engine, like you have to get in the tractors, got to start your engines. But if you leave things out in the weather, if you don't cover up your hay bales, if you just leave grass bales out like on the corner of the field and don't put them away and put them in some type of a storage facility, you will lose them. They will disappear, and that's simulated through there. I'm gonna let you go behind me there, Ryan. There we go. Look like we planned that. Look at that. Awesome. You can see that tractor really rolling back. But anyway, Season Mods just adds a lot of that realism into there that's just is really cool. It's just something different than withering away, because you get yourself caught with the withering away item. You know, it's a little bit better the way it works in here, because things start fading and things kind of start going away. So that's a little more, got a little bit more than just all of a sudden just boom, the whole entire crop is wasted and going away. This one just basically takes everything down. So now let's say you've got 100% return on the crop. Maybe if you left it out, if it's really rainy, or if you left your bales out, or any of the rest of the stuff, it may take that level and it'll bring it down by a certain percentage. So your return's not as great, but you still get to harvest and still get to put all your stuff away and sell it and do all the other things. So kind of neat the way they do it. There's a little bit of grace in there. But there's also a lot of kind of level of hard knocks, and I'm still learning, so I know a lot just by reading up on all the tutorials and all the cool things they've got going on. But I really just had to get in there, and some of it's just going to be me figuring out how to do some of this stuff. And then I'm sure there's going to be go ahead there, Nick. There's going to be some times that I'm going to screw it up, and then I'll have to learn by mistake, but that's okay. Yeah, farming is the best. I do like it. I don't know if it's the best. It's just different, It's different than ATS. It's different ETS and X-Plane. It's just a different set of stuff, and you can be as realistic with it as you want to. Now we've kind of gotten into creating our own little maps, and we're not doing any kind of heavy map editing. But if you download the map, you'll notice that Farm 2 is a lot different. We kind of worked on that and kind of banged our heads back and forth on just what to do and how to add things, and we just didn't like the way it was before. So we did go in a Giants editor and edited quite a few things in there. We took the pigs completely out, so those that are here for pigs, well, you'll have to settle for cows and sheep, because the pigs will not be bought here at our farm. I don't like pigs. I don't like keeping up with them. I know you may say, oh, well, that's half the fun of it, but no, not for me. So we'll stick in with cattle, we'll stick in with sheep. I like both of those. I think they're fun and going to be plenty enough for us to be able to do ourselves. So we'll shut this. Go ahead, Nick.
If you'd like to trade, just so they can see you drive this on.
Yeah. Yeah, let's do that. OBS depend on what does OBS depend on? I'm not sure what you mean by depend on, unless you mean like internet and the quality of stream that you're able to produce. I mean, OBS is just a program. It's a facilitator. It just, it sends to YouTube or Twitch what you tell it to. So it's all dependent on what you do yourself. So here we've got the disc plow. This is out of the John Deere disc pack. This is a cultivator, not a plow, sorry. So this is our, I think this is a 30-foot one. We've got a 30-foot and a 50-foot. So we at least started out with the small one first. So I guess roughly this would be considered, in most of farming sim terms, this would be around a 9-meter. What's up, Terry Gilbert? How are you? Good to see you, man. Thanks for stopping in and hanging out with us here for a little bit. Jacob, how are you, man? Oh, system requirements? I have no idea. I don't use OBS. I use Game Show. Most of those are very, very small run systems. They're not big programs. They don't really, like I would say, if you could run your basic video editing programs, if you could run your basic Photoshop or anything like that, and still not tax your system down, any of that stuff would be fine. I mean, most of that stuff runs on very limited resources because they're trying to maximize your ability to put out a quality stream on those programs. So they're relatively small. But they do, if you go to OBS, so go to Open Broadcast Software or Game Show or XSplit, any of the guys that they're using. Most of all those have minimum system requirements, so if your computer meets those, then generally you are going to be A-OK. Well, it sounds good. Be careful, Brian. I think Brian is a little firefighter there in real life, so all the time getting called in and out, so you guys have to go. Be safe. I just love how this thing is just beating and bouncing around here in this field. This is awesome.
Yeah, I love how the dirt flies out, like behind the rear tires. When
yeah.
It responds differently on cultivated dirt than it does on plowed dirt.
Yep. And most of these tractors that we're in have some type of scripting in them that is a little bit different. So they'll definitely run some different things, and they'll run some of them like that. We've got a T7 in here that you guys, I hope you guys are going to love. I don't know what they did, but it's got the whole clutch action as well as like this this turbo sound where you can almost hear it spooling up, and it doesn't stop on a dime, and it's got these little creaks and crinkles to it. I mean, it's incredible, and I can't wait to see that one out here in the fields, you know, running with that realistic ground response mod. It's gonna be slick, man. What do I use to stream? I use Game Show. Game Show is a payware, so you do have a one-time purchase. It's usually about $39 or $40, but it's a one-time lifetime fee. And lifetime support through forums and various other things, but it's a great program. I do enjoy it. I like it.
Was one to do 49 as well?
Let's see. Let me pull my map up. Yeah, if you guys are getting done with 53, I'm literally making this last little pass here on the plowed ground, and I'm gonna be literally right on 53. So I think that did that one in. Yep, there we go.
Got a couple more passes on the backside.
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah.
Someone says one of us are echoing.
Yeah, it might have been just because we were. Oh, there's a tree there. It might have been because it was trying to quieten you down, like double feeding in while my mic was active. That might have been what it was.
Uh,
Alright, let's get this thing moved over a little bit. I don't normally, most of you guys know if you've ever watched any of my live streams, especially when I was on PlayStation doing farming, I never really liked doing this in-cab and kind of doing the realistic side of this, but I don't know, for whatever reason it feels a lot different. I think things have been really tweaked in Farm Sim. I feel like this ground response mod is better than it's ever been. Is that Robot GLC Robotic? What's up, man? Wish you could stripe the lawn. Yeah, I know, man. I guess you can cut the grass. I'm not sure if it leaves out windrows like when you use the little lawnmowers. I'm not sure what they do, but yeah, striping would be good. I wish they had a little bit more of a terrain deformation instead of a texture, but once they move into that area, then it's going to be tough on the consoles to be able to keep up with that, at least until the new consoles come out. That's just going to be a lot of processing that's going to need to happen. I'll be interested to see, and I really do want to. I want to know from you guys too as Gold Rush comes out. You know, we'll be running a lot of those series here, so I definitely want you guys on console since y'all are going to have access to that game. I really want to know how that runs on you guys' system. Y'all be sure to let me know that update how things are. What's up, Raylan Reuter? This is Farmtown version 3 with seasons, and I tell you, I will have to put that in the description. I totally forgot to do that before we started, so I will do that. So in case anybody else comes and watches this and wants to know what it is, then that's yeah, Farmtown version 3 with seasons. And we are in the John Deere 8R. It's the 8370R here is what we're in. Got twin duals in the back. I think it's got a couple of different variations on it. Yeah, this is the perfect cultivator for these size. You don't have to do it forever, but it's enough that it gets the job done without doing it in like literally one pass. Sean says I gotta go cut some hay, man. I guess we have inspired you, bro. Go cut hay. Go cut hay with haste. Yeah, I cannot believe, Sean, that Dalton, that nobody has done that yet. I cannot believe that nobody has done a rolling coal mod. I'm so surprised. Especially with some of those old ATS tractors, I'm so surprised. That was probably one of the first things I looked forward to it. Car Mechanic when it comes out, yeah. Car Mechanic's got some bugs to it. I know some guys just kind of fight through the bugs. I've had mixed reviews when I've sat down and tried to do anything with it. I've had some issues where it just locked up on me completely, and I don't know if it's my system, if it's update, if it's graphic cards. I'm not exactly sure where the problem lies, but it's definitely kind of been one of those, like, I kind of want to jump into it, but I know at some point they're going to do a big update, and I really didn't get very many good views on the past couple of live streams here, as most guys didn't really want to see that stream. So I figured we'd stay with the guys and what the guys on what the viewership here wanted. So we may do a little mini series once we get it and it gets a little more, because I kind of want to do it. I mean, I worked in the body shop industry with Mercedes for about 11 years, so I definitely know cars. Know from the collision aspect, wreck cars, but nonetheless, I mean, still, you got to know what everything is. I've been intrigued by that game, so I'll definitely keep my eye on it. Thank you there, is that Landrod 87 Gaming? Thanks, appreciate for your subscription there, guy. Always nice welcoming new guys here in the community, so welcome to everybody. We're literally sitting there at 2432. 2500 is our next stepping stone goal. We've literally, I think this past week, we have put on a ton of subs, maybe somewhere around the neighborhood of around 500, close, give or take a few, since we started ATS and started moving into some other streams. So your guys' support. Hey, and Glenn Bush, thank you, man, for your subscription. You guys have just showered, just sub across sub, and you've just jumped in with this community to both feet. So I can't thank you for that enough. And I certainly do appreciate it. I couldn't do this, and I would not do this without you guys' support. So thank you very much, guys. It does mean a lot. All right, so you guys, are you all set up there?
Yep.
Awesome. Well, I tell you, let's see, where's this stuff going? Actually, do we have? Hey, and there's Knox39. Thank you, man. Appreciate the subscription. J-Rod Dealer, what's up, man? Knox39. Hello, how are you? Let's see. Let's do. I tell you what, man. Let's go ahead and go back to our Anhydrous field, and let's go ahead and grab 2 cultivators. I'll grab this one. I'll drive over. If one of you guys want to go take one of those plows back, it doesn't matter who. And grab that other cultivator that's up there. Let's go ahead and knock out while we're here. Let's just go ahead and knock out 35.
Oh, you forgot 49. Cultivating.
Oh. All right, we'll get it back. We're already going this way. We'll get it back. We'll do that in after stream. All these 8Rs.
Do you want to do it, Ryan, or you want me to?
We got enough money. If you want me to, I'll just buy another cultivator, and all 3 of us will work it out at the same. Would literally take us 5 minutes.
Sure, why not? I'll grab the one from the store.
All right, I'll get over here to 35, and then we'll add it in.
Yeah, I have to buy 2. Yeah, we sold. Yeah, we only have one of the ones that you're pulling.
Oh, okay. Well, thank you there, J-Rod. Appreciate that. John Deere Farm, that is it. What's up, Knox? Do I know the squad? No, I know who they are. I don't know them, but I know who they are. What was your last one there, Dakota? Let's get up and play. Yeah, well, you know. Thank you there, Roberto Valencia. Thank you for your subscription, guy. Appreciate that. All right, so here, if you're just kind of catching up, just kind of getting in here with what was going on, we've got a great map set here in Farmtown version 3 with seasons. You can see our forecast here on the right side. Now, we've run a little bit slow on time today just to see. I want to see how long it takes us to do things via a real daytime, because things are a lot more realistic now. But the one thing that I want to try to do is just get some of this stuff done. And we're going to speed it up here to maybe 5 or even possibly a plus 15. And we'll see how things react from that point. So I think plus 15 is about as fast as I will run it. Right now things are on 9-day seasons, and I think I'm going to back that down. So let me go ahead and let me purchase a cultivator for you guys. We need two cultivators?
Yep.
All right. Let's see. Don't move around on me. There we are. So we do have a 30 and a 50 foot. So there's the 30. So we'll grab 2 of these guys. All right, 2 of those sitting at the store. So as they're sitting there, let me cut this off. Let me show you what we've got. So Seasons Mod. This is your basic overview. This gives you everything that you really need to know on this. So if you guys are interested, in looking at this, what we've got is 1 through 3, 4 through 6, 7 through 9. So that's every 3 days you have something change. So right now we're in the very first part of that, which is the early spring. Or late winter, early spring. That's 1 through 3, and then you get into mid-spring, 4 through 6, and then the end of spring, early summer. So that kind of, you see how these things just kind of, comes across as we get into. Summer is the sunshine, their third one. Autumn is the third, and obviously winter is the snow. So the thing that you notice about the winter through 9 days in the game, depending on how you're running the game, it snows, it rains, it freezes. The ground is completely solid. You cannot plow it. You can't cultivate it. You can't plant anything. Everything on your harvest, if you have anything that's left by that last day of fall, will die and will wither away. So that in itself is pretty flippin' awesome. I like the aspect of that realism that it offers. So there's only 3 crops that you can do besides poplar and grass. I'm kind of leaving those things on the very bottom out, but there's only 3 that you can consistently plant and harvest again in that during the fall, and that's wheat, barley, and canola. So at least you can do those. But if you plan on doing soy, sunflowers, corn for silage, potatoes, sugar beet, any of your root crop, the thing is you've got to do every bit of that farming right where we're at now. So we can get as many of these fields, put wheat, barley, canola, sunflowers. We can literally put crop on everything, seed it all, make sure it's fertilized, and then we could go start cutting grass as that grows in and the new seasons start, or the new because I think once summer hits, grass starts growing quick into the mid to late spring and into the early summer, and then it slows down because it simulates loss of moisture in the summer as well as the things that happen at the end of fall. So this whole entire area here is awesome the way that they've put this together. Now we do have seasons, so you can see how we've got snow mode, snow tracks, crop moisture. This is the one basically won't allow you to harvest in the rain. I do want to change the temperature scale though. It does have introductions and a help menu, which the help menu is absolutely awesome. So let's apply these settings, and I just want to real quickly go through the help. Where is it? I think it's, I want to say it's right. Okay, right there. Whoops, there it is. So run up here and then advanced knowledge, animals, forestry, production, all these other yada, 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 seasons. So anything you want to know, it is all right here for your viewing. So everything's in-house in the game, which is absolutely awesome. So if you want to see how any of this stuff affects and you can actually start to learn, just got to read through, study up on this stuff, and get it kind of, behind, get it in your mind, and then go do it. It's a lot of fun. So let's catch up here with a little bit. Thanks, man. Great. Just a sub. Thank you there, J-Rod. Appreciate that. And if you, yeah. Start a lawn care map? Absolutely not. We'll not do lawn care. We don't know why I do lawn care when it got such great mods and such great tractors and all that good stuff. I'll let you guys make a turn here, and then I'll catch up with you. How about that? I'll just bring up the rear here. Let me. Are y'all going to do strips back and forth? Y'all just going to do laps?
I don't know.
Maps may be easier. Laps may be a little easier. Or if we do, we just need to go the long way. All right, see you there, Zach. Well, that is correct. Yes, that's correct, Tracy. You can use what is stored as long as what is stored is undercover. So if you do have silage that you're feeding the cows along with straw and the rest of it, it's okay as long as it is covered. We'll hide all this so we can get a maximized view there. I hope the stream's looking good for you guys. I have been working on a lot of things to maybe make it smoother, so we are actually streaming at 60 frames, which is awesome. So I've done a lot of work just trying to get all my settings and everything as optimized as possible. So I hope the gameplay is really nice and smooth for you guys. What's up, Nip Plays Live? How are you, man? Hope you're doing good. Thank you there. Let's all right, let's do this. Thank you for letting me know about the chat froze. Sometimes it's YouTube, so we'll find out here once I resettle this here. If it goes away and doesn't come back, then that's YouTube. Nope, there we go. We're good. Hey, well, thank you there, Dakota. Appreciate that, man. I am doing well there, Nev. Hope you're doing well. When's next live ATS stream? Sometime this week, man. We're going to start something new up. We're just going to do some farm sim hauls just in relation to farm sim. So I've got a great haul pack there where we can haul all kinds of like combines, balers, tractors, John Deeres. I've got logging equipment like the Ponce Buffalo, the Scorpion King. So basically somebody went in and created a cargo pack just for all the farm sim fans. So that is what we're going to use on that. So that's going to be a lot of fun. It's just going to be some different cargo. It's not going to be anything that's crazy or ridiculous, but it's going to be fun. So y'all be looking for that. That'll be our new Farmtown series there, just in kind of, you know, celebration of starting farm sim back again. You guys were excited to see this come in. So thanks for kind of coming in and staying in and hanging out with me tonight. I appreciate that a lot. As well as always throw shout outs here to all my mods. I got a couple of mods here working with me tonight. So Michael, you're doing a great job. Chuck, if he's still around. As always, mods always do a fantastic job. Some of the best mods in the biz. So thank you guys. Yeah, 720, that's right. I couldn't really tell the difference between 720 60 and 1080 60, except my internet couldn't do 1080, so I had to settle for 720. But it's pretty good, especially if you're using mobile devices or, you know, which I usually do, iPad or phone, you know, put it up there in front of me. Yeah, I should have fixed it there now, Brian. Alright, see you there, Robot GLC Robotic. Have a good man. Thanks for hanging out with us a little bit tonight. And if you're just wondering, kind of saying, well, hey, why does the field look the way it does? Well, the main reason is we did Anhydrous, ammonia. That was part of our... Do you want me to go, Nick, or you going, or?
I was gonna do laps.
Okay.
Once we've cut that edge off the field, it's easier, I think, just to turn around and go back the other way.
Gotcha. That works for me. It's fine. So you may say, well, how in the world did you get them like this? I mean, you shouldn't, you know, do that. Well, we did put in some anhydrous ammonia, and that is basically a fertilizer you put in here after the stubble. So it basically injects it over the top there in rows, and it filters and seeps out here into the ground. And then we'll cultivate or plow up, which we've already done those things. So this will be basically our first stage of fertilizer. And it'll also take care of our cultivating. So once we do a seed with fertilizer here in the next one, that'll be our second stage. And then we'll do some type of a sprayer or granular That'll be our third stage of fertilizer. So that way we can up our output by a total of 90%. And if you plow a field, that will give you an extra 90. So let's just say you had 50,000 is going to be your initial return. If you do all of the proper plowing and all the proper plowing and fertilization in there, you will have an extra 100% return on your original output. So if your output was 50,000 to begin with, then you're going to have 100,000 when you get done with it. So if you're doing something like this, which is the ultra uber realistic kind of feel to it, it's definitely worth your while to put in a little bit of extra passes and some upkeep and some hours on the vehicles there. That it's definitely worth it. All right, yeah, I'll go ahead and sneak off here in front of you.
I just touching up what I wasn't over far enough for.
Yeah, that's all right. Hey, look who it is. What's going on, Jules? Great to see you. I know it's been a while, and I know I haven't been playing some farm sims, so it is fantastic to see you come back in. We've missed you around these here parts. And I heard winter was coming. I know Chuck, man. We trying to get Chuck in today, and we just have some type of a weird connection issue with me. I'm not exactly sure what it was over, but at any rate, yeah, it kind of was. That was terrible. So we kind of hated not getting Chuck in here, but we're going to work on that and get Chuck back in. Chuck was the very first guy that ever hopped in a live stream with us on the PS4, so he was my first multiplayer experience on a live stream. And he must have done well because he's still with us. All right, thank you there, Tracy. Have a good man. Always great to see new guys and new faces here as well. We've put on a lot of new faces and just gotten to meet a lot of new people here in stream. So thank you guys for your support. Wouldn't trade it for the world. This has been an awesome experience for me, just getting into YouTube and trying to do this thing and trying to be as good as I can be at it and really work hard to provide watchable content for you guys. So you guys come and you watch it and you're super supportive and keep up with chat. So that is awesome. I couldn't thank you anymore for that support, guys. Hey, what's up, Kiwi Farmer? I am great. Yep, that is correct. If it's Farm Sim live stream, yes, it will. It will be posted on tonight, and then it actually is posted and processed all at the same time. So you could go back directly after this video finishes and rewind it, at least up until 2 hours. I think it's the limit. And then they'll process it. So sometime late tonight or early tomorrow, it'll be done and it'll be on there. And I will actually put up a new playlist for this. So we'll have one playlist will feature all the full-tilled farms. And read the descriptions. If you ever want to catch up on something and you say, oh, what was he doing there? Just read a description, and I'm going to do my best to say what is planned for the live stream and what we're going to be doing. So if you want to check up and watch any of that, read the descriptions. I will keep them updated so you can know exactly what I'm doing in any given live stream. I always like to do that. So, and my day is going great, Kiwi. Thanks for asking. Yeah, we've missed you too, Jules. What's the first aircraft going to be? The 737 with the Zebo mod. That's one of my faves. I like it. It's the new 737. And mainly that's because I've not gotten myself into payware planes yet. So after the payware plane stuff starts, probably going to be the 767. I like that one. That's another fan favorite of mine. I like that one. Always have. And then it's probably going to be the MD-80. And then after that, I have no idea. We'll just do it wherever the wind takes me. I do like some other things like the Caravan, the C204. Also like the Cessna, the 342. That's a good one, high performance. Any of the gosh, man, there's so many good planes out in my car nutter right now. It's not even funny. So the B-1900, I want to get into one of those and do some small short hops and do some Alaska bush flying. So there's gonna be so much stuff. I'm kind of just trying to get each series here as part of the channel, trying to get everything kind of locked in, get everything going, and then at some point, we can start getting live with everything, and everything's rocking and rolling, and it's good. So, thank you for y'all's guys' patience on that. I really wanted to have X-Plane going a long time ago, but life kind of got in the way. We had a child, so that kind of was like a pulling on the reins awful hard there. So we had to. We had to back up and punt on a few things. So, all right, let me get out of y'all's way here. What's up, Ron? How are you, man? Stay with the bonanza. Yeah, we can do that. Alright, get this last bit here, and this will be a full, so fertilized everything. We've plowed at least everything, except for, we didn't plow this field, but mainly because it was just a really big field. But we did get our fertilization in on it, so you can always go back and check your map, check out what's going on with it, make sure that your stuff is working the way it should. So make sure you're getting all your lunch meat 83. Thank you, man. Appreciate the subscription there, guys. Also meeting a lot of you new faces and seeing a lot of fresh faces, but also seeing a lot of faves like Jules. Philip, great to have you back in, man. I'm glad you decided to come back and hang out with us. Super great having you around again. Alright, I love these tire tracks, dude. These tire tracks that you're leaving on this thing is huge. So let's go ahead and let's take all these back up to Farm 2. If you want to there, Ryan, if you want to lead the way, we'll follow you. Oh, okay. Alright. Leo Ankerson, what is going on? How are you doing? Yeah, what's up, Ryan? I did. He showed me. I'm going to send you guys a logo and the type text font and stuff, maybe help you guys out. Give you that stuff. I'll be excited to see. I won't say too much about it, but we'll reveal that soon enough. So it's super nice of you guys to even think of me in that way, so thank you. What's up, Kyle Buckman? Sorry. Good. Glad you guys are doing well. We've had a full episode today. We have done a lot of stuff. We're going to go check up here Farms 2. I was trying to think. Do you think it's worth here as the end? Do you guys here in chat, do you guys want to see anything else in the map? Maybe the logs area, maybe heating plants. We can go check that out. The biogas. That's kind of a not really a surprise, but it is a very, very, very cool area. If you guys in chat want to see some of that stuff, let me know. Just type in a yeah, let's see it. Let's see the other X of the map there. Sounds good there, Ryan. Appreciate that, man. Glad to know there, Leo. Your last name, that's alright, man. Or is it Buckman or Butchman? Or Buckman? Hey, what's going on, Noah Meckley? Good to see you. Alright, love this area, just love these farms. It's 3 big farms and they're all big, huge storage makers. So, you know, if you're looking for an area that you can store a lot of big equipment, now this is our own personal edit, but we do have, this is still the basic idea that you have in there. They just have a few more things here in the middle. And it's a little different here on the back side of this one storage shed that's not in here. These are actually placed there with Giants Editor. But anyway, it's a really good map. Lots of storage there. You got 3 different farms. Farm 3 at the very top, kind of the north west up there, and then we're at Farm 2, and then Farm 1 is where we started with the Anhydrous ammonia tanks. All right, let's see if I can squeeze in right here. Nice. What's up, the Mardio the Gamer? Hey, how are you, man? Is it downloading a mod? Oh, fried your computer. Oh, man. Well, I'll tell you, I've been using, what do I got on here? Is it McAfee? I think I've got McAfee on here. And it's actually been really good. I mean, the one thing I've used is the AdBlock extension software there out of Google Chrome's been good. So if anybody wants to download mods and stuff that are links to that, I'll use that with them, and I've really not had any problems. Everything's been really solid there, so... Excuse me. Alright, Ryan. Stacking bales, the thankless farm job. Oh, look at Ryan's weight. He's got a legit yellow weight on there. Look at that. Everybody's watching you, Ryan. The camera's on you, bro. Nice. Very good. All right, let's see what we got here. Login area. Folks, want to see login? Leo, which one? All right, let's do this. Let's hop into well, wherever it is. All right, so I'll go ahead. Let's buzz back out here. I'll meet you guys. Let's see where I'm at. I'm gonna go over and see the log sale area. I'll go see that, show that off, and if you guys want to, what's up, Crit Kick? How are you doing, man? Thanks for the subscription. Appreciate your support, guys. Today it has been awesome as always. You guys never fail to disappoint. It's always crazy amounts of support here going on whenever we live stream. So that makes me more energetic, and I love it. And I love you guys wanting to plug in here and see what's going on. So I've got, as we drive over to the log sale area, if you guys want to, I've got a few things over there, social media scrolling across. I will say that I love Twitter. I really want to do Twitter. And I really want to do most of my social media out there. Facebook is a little slow right now just because it's a kind of a double-edged sword. I mean, I can do the same thing off of Twitter, and it just is a little bit better. I've got more friends. A lot of the guys out of the Rat Pack, Nick and Mansoor, I think Ryan, Chuck, all these guys that you'll see here with me, as well as some of those guys, were all there kind of intertwined in with Twitter. So if you want to kind of continue those conversations after live streams with us, please jump in there and feel free to. I try to do as much announcing as I can without kind of blast posting everybody. So do that. I'm going to be starting up a Steam community here soon once we get a few other things kind of finalized graphics wise, cover photos and cover art and all that kind of good stuff. That's the thankless little jobs of setting all those things up. But at any rate, we'll get all that stuff going and get those finalized, and I'll let you know when those are up and you guys can join those. So what's going on, Chris? How are you, man? Well, we'll see, Ryan in stream, Ryan in chat said Ryan did a good job back in that track trip. What's up, Trevor? I have no idea. It's the 3500s. I have no idea. I mean, I have no idea. All right, so here's your log sale area. Now this is just a sale area. It's not anything special. Now you could add in a sawmill on this, and you'd have to add in a place to sell your stuff. But it's not the best. Now we didn't really see any of this area here on the right side of the map. You'll see our seed area there on the left, as well as everything shop. All that stuff is over there. Now you'll see these areas like right here. We're coming up one here on our left side. Everything on our left side here is all forestry area that's loggable. So anytime you see these trees that you would normally see out of Goldcrest, they're all there for your taking. We've got fields, water here on the left, so there's a forestry area behind, and we're coming up on another forestry area. And most of the time you can tell they're forestry areas because they've got some type of a little road that leads you right in there. It's kind of you're in and out from that. So all pretty cool. I think there's some other stuff up north as well that's a little bit thicker, and like this right here. So you kind of come up in here, you've got your heating plant. A lot of your wood chips and all that good stuff gets put in here, stored up in here, as well as some of your hay bales can be used over here as well for a heating source. They're pretty cool stuff, and you got these nice little roads connect everything in and out. So I love the way the guys have put the roads together. It's just incredible amounts of detail that they've thrown in this map. So let's go check the BGA, because I'm excited to see that one, to show that one off. I'm really excited to see it. Driving a Duramax, okay, sounds good to me. I don't prefer any of them. I don't even prefer Ford over Chevy, because I actually like Toyota. Alright, so this is going to take us by the old mill, and Nick's already down there at the biogas. Alright. Sale points, I mean, all the stuff you generally expect out of these maps. Nothing too ridiculously fancy, but I always love featuring new areas on the map, especially, whoops, I'm going to go ahead and cut it right here. Especially when the new maps are custom. When they're just the default areas on the map, but sometimes can be a little oh, you know what, this isn't the same one. I don't think this, yeah, this is the different one. There's another one. This one is default, sorry. Oh, look at that, we got the drone out. That's cool. There we go.
Like the helicopter, I can't fly it, just you.
Oh, just me. Oh, how do you go up? I'm gonna run into.
left mouse button should lift you.
Aha! There we go.
Bye.
That's cool.
As you fly into the sunset.
That's cool. Yeah. I like it. I like it. That's cool, man.
Hey,
yeah.
Ryan, get your gun. Ryan, get the gun.
And we kind of see what we've done. You see all our nice swirl marks there with our anhydrous. Ammonia. That's a cool touch. I like that. You can see all our work from up here. All our fields there on the right side that we took out. Took those all downtown today. And there's the nice forestry areas. Philip, you were wanting to see some of the log sale and forestry areas. You can actually see all the really good clumpings they did together up here. It actually, actually looks pretty good from up here. Uh-oh. Bad news, we're outside the map. Oh, okay, now we're back. So we lost that one, guys. I had to do some I had to do some practice on that one to see where it was at. There we are. All right, so we've got a few different things in here. It's laid out in a pretty decent way, but it is kind of the same one. And there was another one, and I may be thinking about the cow area. That may be in the one that was a little bit of the same. So let me see if I can grab down there. Okay, yeah. So here we are. We'll turn walk speed up so we can kind of get this last speed up. We got yes, this is what I want to show, especially those that are coming in now that didn't see this in the early part. So we've been talking about seasons the whole entire time, and I just want to kind of recap just what I was looking at down here. You've got a lot of your inside storage here. Inside grain storage, if you want it to be, you've got inside here. So you might say, why we got all this indoor storage? Well, the main reason is because all these awnings are places to store things. Hay bales, grass bales, straw bales, anything silage bales as well. Now, the other thing to think of is when silage bales are wrapped, they only last a few days and they will start to rot and ferment and I guess get nasty. Now, I know there's some people who say, oh, that's not exactly how it lasts in real world, but I think it's what they're just trying to simulate something here inside the Seasons mod that makes you not just store those stuff up by 500 silage bales, you know? So you got workshops in all of these buildings, or at least one here. You got a workshop in Farm 2, as well as a workshop there in Farm 3. Thank you there, Marcus. Is that Care or Car? Thank you, buddy. Appreciate that subscription. And then you saw all these inside areas are places to store things. The Seasons mod will take what you have and it will start destroying things, and things will start wilting away. Things will start going to town and going south quickly. Now you notice most of these are the same ones like you've seen at Oxygen David's maps. But the cow area is the cool one because this is one of those inside deals where you would assume there's maybe some heat or something in here that's going to allow you to shut the door. Keep a complete silage bin inside of your cows, because once you open the door on the other side, you can draw out, but all of your straw, all of your feed and everything goes straight in here. Now, once you get out, you can pump your milk out. It does have milk production inside of the map as well as soy production, and you can come over here, water your cows, and do grass over here. So you still have a place to keep everything in-house, which I think is absolutely awesome. Cows can come in and out. Maybe we'll start up and get a little heat in here and they can stay warm. But anyway, it's pretty cool. I like Seasons mod. So I think that's going to be it for us today, guys. This is going to be right on 2 hours, which is a little long because we were just, kind of going through just everything as a part of the map, a part of the thing. Ryan, if you want to, go ahead and tab on down here to the to Farm 1 if you want to. Yeah, so we'll see here we've got this nice little fuel pump. This actually does everything. So this can refuel tractors. This can also customize tractors. So it's kind of a one-stop little tool bed shop there that you can use to pull around. So that's a really nice, cool mod. So I want to especially thank the mods tonight. You guys have done a fantastic job. And thank you there, Nick and Ryan, for y'all's help today. Much appreciated, fellas.
No problem. That was fun.
Awesome. Well, we'll continue to do it. We'll continue. This will be a progressive map, guys. So if you're looking, if you're just looking for different, different farm streams, you say, hey, what are you going to be doing next? This is progressive, meaning that we started with cultivation with the ammonia, the anhydrous ammonia, and then we'll move in. We did cultivation today. So the next one, we're going to focus on the finishing up of the cultivation of some of the other fields that we have so we can maximize our input of crop. And then we're going to seed. So we'll start seeding everything, getting fertilizers ready, maybe even purchase a few animals and maybe get like sheep going, maybe start looking at when is the grass going to start growing, and we're also going to start speeding up time as well. So y'all guys will start to see some things change here in the next little bit, just in terms of our season that will be in. We'll still be in spring, but we're going to start speeding up time to where we can run this map at about a 15x or a 30x speed. I think that's going to be enough, especially if we're doing a 6 or 9 day season. So if you guys got any questions, if you guys want to know anything, please leave me a comment here. I'm going to hang around a little bit here in stream. So we had some great numbers today for our first full tilled farm series here, breaking ground here on Farmtown version 3. So thank you guys for coming in, for hanging out, for being involved here with chat as well. If you guys would like to, I always say this at the end, but if you guys want to donate something here to the cause, just for gaming, I'm not big enough yet to make anything. So donations from you guys do go actually a lot further than views on the video do. So it's much appreciated. As always, never required. We're still going to continue to do what all I can do here to keep moving myself up into the ranks of some of the great YouTubers up there. So I've got goals in mind, and you guys have all been a little bit of that part of that goal today. So thank you guys for your subscriptions, for your support. Huge amounts. We almost got to 2550. Maybe by the next one we can hit our goal here on 2,500. So we'll be doing some ATS this week, and at least at some point here, maybe in the next 3 or 4 days, we'll go ahead and reset back up and do another Farm Sim series and really start our seeding in. So that's going to be cool. Thanks guys for your attentiveness, your support, your chat. Everything was awesome, guys. So Nick, Ryan, you guys say adios.
Bye.
Adios.
Bye guys, we'll see ya. I'm going to roll some music here at the end, and also if you guys want to hit up, you want to say hey to me here in chat, I'm going to hang around here for I don't know, 2 or 3 minutes. Let us jam out to some of this wonderful music that I've got, and we'll end it there, guys. So thanks. We'll see you here in the next live stream. All right, see you guys.